Welcome to the Divine Hangout. I'm your host, Hillary Jubilee. It is my intention that when you listen to this podcast, you experience an increase in peace, abundance, and divine miracles in your life experience. If you love all things spirituality, wellness, healing, manifestation, and miracles, you are in the exact right place at the exact right time. Let's enter the portal together. Welcome back to the Divine Hangout. It's Hillary, and we're back with another A Course in Miracles workbook lesson, and we're on lesson number 16. And this is a really important and really powerful lesson. So I have no neutral thoughts. Wow, the implications of this. So let's read the lesson and then let's talk about it for a little bit, okay? I have no neutral thoughts, lesson number 16. The idea for today is a beginning step in dispelling the belief that your thoughts have no effect. Everything you see is the result of your thoughts. There is no exception to this fact. Thoughts are not big or little, powerful or weak. They are merely true or false. Those that are true create their own likeness. Those that are false make theirs. There is no more self-contradictory concept than that of idle thoughts. What gives rise to the perception of a whole world can hardly be called idle. Every thought you have contributes to truth or to illusion. Either it extends the truth or it multiplies illusions. You can indeed multiply nothing, but you will not extend it by doing so. Besides your recognizing that thoughts are never idle, salvation requires that you also recognize that every thought you have brings either peace or war, either love or fear. A neutral result is impossible because a neutral thought is impossible. There is such a temptation to dismiss fear thoughts as unimportant, trivial, and not worth bothering about, that it is essential you recognize them all as equally destructive but equally unreal. We will practice this idea in many forms before you really understand it. In applying the idea for today, search your mind for a minute or so with eyes closed and actively seek not to overlook any little thought that may tend to elude the search. This is quite difficult until you get used to it. You will find that it is still hard for you not to make artificial distinctions. Every thought that occurs to you, regardless of the qualities that you assign to it, is a suitable subject for applying to today's idea. In the practice periods, first repeat the idea to yourself, and then as each one crosses your mind, hold it in awareness while you tell yourself, this thought about blank is not a neutral thought. That thought about blank is not a neutral thought. As usual, use today's idea whenever you are aware of a particular thought that arouses uneasiness. The following form is suggested for this purpose. This thought about blank is not a neutral thought because I have no neutral thoughts. 4 or 5 practice periods are recommended if you find them relatively effortless. If strain is experienced, 3 will be enough. The length of the exercise period should also be reduced if there's discomfort. Okay, so we're talking about there are no neutral thoughts. You're either multiplying illusions, so fear-based thoughts. Your thought is either based in fear and creates and multiplies fear, which isn't real. According to A Course in Miracles, nothing real can be threatened and nothing unreal exists. So it's talking about illusions, fear-based thinking, creating fear-based material things. That's an illusion. You're multiplying illusions. Those aren't real. Or you're coming from love and you have love-based thoughts, and those are creating truth. So we always have that choice. And so what this lesson is teaching us is that there are no neutral thoughts. We're either coming from love. The thought is either based in love or based in fear. So even if you think of something that might be neutral or might be trivial, it's not about like the importance of the thought. So like if you think like, okay, if you're thinking about a family member, you might think, well, that thought isn't neutral because it's important. Or like if you're thinking about like, what am I gonna have for breakfast this morning? It's like, that's a neutral thought. Well, because it's not important, but that's not what it's talking about. It's not about like how our ego mind rates importance of things. It's saying no neutral thoughts is you're either multiplying illusions or you're increasing truth. And I love this lesson. I hope you enjoy. And yeah, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.